Good day everyone, this is my activity 3 for this term for info system IA157. Again, my name is Paul Lorenzo. So I am tasked to use my activity number 2 and create forms based from it. And then from here I would open up my report. Give me a few moments. Okay, so alright, so for the single table forms, I managed to do one from the customer form, which I made first. As you can see in here, I added the customer form as a title and then the date and the time as I access this form. So the customer ID I added in here, customer name, automatically added the city and then the mobile number and then the card type. So for the email address, as you can see, I also added in here, and then I added a button for the next record, as you can see, which goes on up until the 11th or the 10th customer. And then from here I made the customer form will actually is actually created from the form wizard. It is sourced from the customer table. This form is actually in columnar style, that allows that allows to view customer data at one time with all the fields present in it. So additional field was created, which is the email address, which I added in, which can be also be inputted through the text box that will and also will be recorded in our database. So that's one. So you can see here the customer name, and then this is the account form. The account form I did here as a title is account form, simple, and then the date and time as usual, and then the customer ID is shown, purchase order number, date ordered, and then their mode of payment. Okay, so here in the form, so the account form is the same as the customer form. It uses a single table form. It is efficient to view the accounts of each customer with their purchase and other information. So the account form focuses on the purchase history made by each customer in the company. So the mode of payment field, I also added that into the form. So this will determine how will the customer pay for its purchases. So lastly is my transaction form. So my transaction form focuses on the transaction history made by the customers. So this form efficiently shows all the transaction one by one, with all the information displayed and a field labeled outstanding balance. I added that into the form as well to appear beside the payment status for the transaction table. Let's see here an example. You can see here one with an outstanding balance of 30,000, and so on and so forth. So aside from this, I have managed to open one here, a new table form, which is the mode of payment for this. So for example, I add in here cash, let's see here, card, credit. We could do a debit card. Let's say we could include one of those cards that are actually new now. So actually here we could just simply label this as Union Bank Credit. That would also work. And then there's also Go Time, as we know. And then there's also a Gcash card now. And then we have here let's see, a Metro Bank debit. You can also add in here a BPI credit card. And then also we could add in here another card. Let's say here a Makati Bank card. So those are examples. So if we take a look at this into the account section of the form, we would actually see it reflect here. Let's go back. So just a simple review. So this is cash, card, credit, debit, Union Bank credit, GoTime, Gcash card, whatever I typed in there before. So here to see the email address reflect, we just go back to our customer here. If they input something here, it will actually reflect back. So for example, the email for the customer form is let's say exopol@gmail.com. And you just have to go next. Let's see if this works. So that's paul@gmail.com. Enzo@gmail.com. Infosys@gmail.com. Another one here, infosystemrocks@gmail.com. And then we just keep on going up until we kind of added everything here. And then we will see here in the customer form, it automatically populates the data as I have shown before. And then in the transaction table, I also added in an outstanding balance. For example, from the 50K that we have right now, he just paid 25K for that. And then from the 50K here, let's say just down payment initial. Then 140K, let's say he paid on, there's a balance left of 20, say 500, 5,000. Here, 2. So we can kind of do it also here. Sorry, we're on the last record. So what I typed here, so we can also do it here. So we can add in outstanding balances, and this makes it easier for us to actually see through our clients' accounts. So this figure actually shows above the expected output from the transaction form in figure in here. So any further amount typed in the field will automatically display in the database. So from the transaction history, this will show up as well. So everything we typed here inside will be automatically populated here. And from the customer form, same here. If ever we need to edit anything out here, we have to add another form. It will just be automatically populated here in our datasheet view. So I hope you learned something from this. This is kind of new for me. It is quite hard, yes. And I am now proceeding to answer the discussion questions that we have in this activity. All right, thank you so much. I hope you learned something from this.